Jason, I see you're not trying to have sex, but I need to bother you anyway. I really need your help.
Michael, this isn't a very good time. My hands are full. First the Balkan injected Brenda with a lethal dosage of Botox, and then I had to talk Sunny down from shooting the poison out of her face.
But Brenda is all better now and I still.
And Sam was totally deaf. It was the most painful, shocking, longest hour of my life. And the worst part is now when she tells me she has a headache, she probably does. Oh, and your mother. Carly's obsessed now with the custody battle over Jocelyn.
Wait, Mom and Daddy Jax are getting divorced?
Something about Jackson flipping family jewels. I don't know. I stopped paying attention years ago.
Well, before anything else happens, I need your advice on two fronts. First, I want you to teach me the ways of the mob.
Oh dear God, not that again.
But Uncle Jason, it's the only opportunity available to me.
You rich, white, healthy, and educated, and you have big business connections through Jax and Edward.
You just don't think I'm good enough to sell drugs and pimp women.
Michael, in time you'll realize being a mobster means giving up stuff that doesn't seem important to you now. Like having a wife and children. I know. I gave up my own child for Sunny.
You mean Daddy Sunny made you have an abortion?
No. No.
But Uncle Jason, I need to make fast money now that I'm with Abby. I'm so confused. I've never had sex before. With a woman.
Oh, alright. So what happened?
Well, I went over to Abby's condo last night, and now I know why she couldn't pay for school. Anyway, we were making dinner and out of nowhere she asks me if I want to toss her salad. Man, was that awkward. Lettuce and tomatoes flying everywhere and Abby just looked really disappointed.
I see. What else?
Later we were having a candlelight dinner and she tells me she's on fire. So I threw my cherry Coke on her. I never knew there were so many curse words. I mean stuff I didn't even hear in prison.
I sense you and she aren't quite on the same page. Abby is, well, experienced.
But it's not just about sex. She likes to travel too. She asked me if I wanted us to go around the world, and I was too embarrassed to tell her I couldn't afford the plane tickets, so I just left. But apparently she really likes Greece.
I don't think that's what Abby was talking about.
Come on, Jason, help me. You're like my second favorite and the sort of daddy from half dozen I've had so far. Tell me about women.
Well, my experience has been very limited. I've only been with 5 women in the past 20 years. First was your mom, Carly. From her all I learned, anonymous sex with a bar skank isn't as wonderful as it sounds.
Got it. No anonymous sex. Thanks. Wait, is anonymous the one that means everyone has to agree?
Then came Robin. From her I learned that it's just easier to agree that you're always wrong.
Gee willikers. That sounds soul-crushing.
Have you seen Patrick Drake lately? Moving on, I then dated Courtney Matthews.
Who was she?
Your aunt.
But you're my uncle. My God, Jason, that's disgusting. You committed incest.
She was Sunny's sister, and I'm AJ's brother. Although AJ and Courtney were also married, come to think of it. Oh stop. We're not the Webbers. Which, actually, brings me to number 4. Liz Weber.
And what did you learn from her?
Always use a condom. Even if you aren't actually having sex. Always use a condom. Maybe 2.
Okay, good. So with Abby, which one of us should wear one?
Dude, you really have to start watching HBO. Okay, finally, that brings us to number 5. The current love of my life, Sam McCall.
And what did you learn from her?
Love is never having to say you're sorry. For threatening to kill you because you friggin' let my child be kidnapped, you selfish crazy bitch. Oh, sorry, I lost my cool there for a moment. I guess I learned from her that revenge really is a dish best served cold.
Okay. So when it comes to women, I should force consent, always be wrong, keep it in the family, make sure everyone's wearing a condom and then threaten her. Oh my god, Jason, I just realized something. I need to dump Abby and start dating Christina.
See, and this is why I discourage people from asking for my advice. My brain is like oatmeal since the accident, but still everyone turns to me.
Well, now that you've set me straight, Unky Jason, can you teach me how to bury a body in the Pine Barrens and not get caught?
Sure, kid. In fact, why don't you come with me? I was heading over to Johnny's place,